1 minute, okay, Fet, I'm trying to
Um,
stream.
yes, I'm waiting. Okay, wow. Hi, girls. I'm like always excited, but today I'm super excited for having this special event and that we worked so hard on it for the last few months. And this event is a summary of this Light Me Up ongoing event that was here for the last I think 10 days or so, and we had so many amazing we saw so many amazing work of art that you did. 1 minute, let me just stop that, sorry. Okay, and I think more than 540 people signed up for the Light Me Up, and 63 of you shared it in your socials, and it really got a long way. And this is kind of the summary evening. So I just want to kind of say to tell you what our plans for tonight. First, I have Iris and Pam with me, and Pam will speak with you very soon about our Wheel of Time course that is going to start just in middle of January. And Iris is going to do the 3 raffles, and 3 of you are going to win a place in this course with us, and this is really exciting. And please wait until the end, because the last raffle is right on the end of our evening, so you have to stay with us. And then after all that, we are going to create together, we'll have a meditation. So yes, we have a full evening planned for you. So yeah, Pam, you want to start? Yeah, you need to unmute.
Actually, I think we have our first raffle winner, right? Don't
Yeah.
we start?
Yes, sorry,
But
sorry.
just stay here and you'll announce it. Just a minute.
So you can see that all your names are here, and we are doing it on live.
Sherry Needleman?
Wow, is she here with us? Probably not. But Sherry Needleman, you won the first. You are the first one to win our Wheel of Time course. So congratulations. And yeah, we'll continue with that with the other 2 just after. So Pam, do you want to start?
Congratulations, Sherry. I think she must not be here or she would be squealing, because like this is a whole year of Wheel of Time. So this is really a generous gift. And, you know, some of you that are here today are familiar with Soul Circle. You've been with us through our pilot season and you realize how powerful this is. And some of you are new to this, like you're like, what really is Soul Circle? And I'll just be really honest. Soul Circle is not like anything I've ever seen. Like most of us have lived online over the past 2 to 3 years because of the pandemic, right? So we recognize there are a lot of communities out there, but this is the only community around Soul Pages. And Soul Pages is such a unique, powerful process of doing visual journaling We know that writing, journaling is a very powerful process. There's books on it. The Artist's Way, if you've ever read Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, about the power of those morning pages in journaling. But when you make it visual, like this happened to me just the other day because I had done this spread about some difficulty I was having. And now I had this visual that when that difficulty would arise during the day, I could actually see what this looked like. And it really helps me to navigate wisely around this issue. But like, we're going to give you lots of testimonials tonight. We're going to let you meet with some real people that have been part of Soul Circle. But here's just some real quick tests, what people are telling us about Soul Circle, that it's a great opportunity to see a huge variety of heart issues that can be opened for discovery and healing. Again, this is all through this visual journaling method called Soul Pages. The process has the power for very authentic, deep inner work to be done. Spiritual art at its best. Another one says, Soul Circle and its community have become an essential part of my life journey. The intentional creative process brings so much joy and healing energy to my life. And I love what this one says. I look forward to our meetings with this positive tribe and the amazing leaders and teachers that keep surprising me time and again with new ideas, new imagination, new techniques, and all with kindness and goodness, with great willingness to spread this light to all. So I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm going to share my screen. So give me a moment for that. I wanted you to see what the Wheel of Time looks like. This is if you go to Soul Pages website and go to Soul Circle offers and go to Wheel of Time, this is the Wheel of Time page. And there's this wonderful video that we've put together. And so it's only a couple of minutes. So please take a couple minutes to watch that. And then you can read about like the dates of it. You can see that it starts January 15th and goes through December 10th, that you get 2 full lessons each month. One of those is live, and that's the first Sunday of every month. And one is pre-recorded. That's the second Sunday. And then you get what we call pocket journals, which are like a smaller size journal that you can fit in your purse or your bag, take it with you wherever, or maybe just use to focus around a particular issue. And then at the end of every season, because we think of our year in quarters, right? So at the end of every season or quarter, we have a community gathering where we all come together and have coffee or tea and we meet the teachers. Lots of fun there. Of course, Rakefet. If Rakefet's involved, there's going to be bonuses, there's going to be specials and surprises all the time. The guest teachers that we've got lined up for this are amazing. I cannot wait for some of these lessons. Super excited. I know it's gonna be powerful for me and anyone that participates. You will get lifetime access, or as long as we have the website, as long as Soul Pages is around, you've got access for this. And of course, Soul Pages is just starting. We're going to be around forever. And the early bird price, let me scroll down to that. So you can see there's a lot on here. The early bird price is $328. That's only $29 a month, and you get more than 44 lessons. Again, honestly, I think this is one of the things that makes Soul Circle so unique, because we give you so much experience and community for just such a small amount. And if you could just get one season too, if you wanted to get just the one season. So I'm going to stop my share now. And Rakefet's going to introduce some actual Soul Circle members.
Yes, thank you. We had a really wonderful 10 weeks pilot that we did just to check, because I wanted to do a community to to set up this community long time ago, and we already had this similar community in Israel for the last 3 years. It was a huge success. So we had this 10 weeks of healing stories course, and I asked some of them to tell you their experience. So do we have Deandra? Deandra? Can you say hi? Because I can't find you.
I'm here. Yes.
Oh, now I find it.
One among many. Well, I really have enjoyed healing stories. I've taken some of your other classes, and when I saw that you were doing a group, I wanted to join in. And I really, I've done soul collage for decades. And what I really love about your method, Rekafit, is adding in both words and painting in addition to the collage elements. So I feel like I've really expanded my ability to art journal in a way that really speaks to me. I know there's a lot of art journal classes out there, and I'm sure they're all great, but your method is the one that was like, ooh, 7 steps and I can do it. And I can combine these elements that I've been trying to figure out how to combine. So I've really just enjoyed, I viewed the Wheel of the Healing Stories as an opportunity to practice more of the Soul Pages technique and to develop my own voice and to be able to art journal what's going on with me in a way that feels really powerful to me. And then that I then take to my therapist and we talk about it. And it ends up being really great to have both this visual element, the word element, the lines, the all of this, and to combine it in such a way that I make these pages that draw me in. And give me lots to talk about and to think about. And so I'm having a great time. And even though the lessons are a couple of hours, and I will say you keep to your time beautifully, I continue working on it. And I enjoy that process of knowing that I still have hours left where I get to play with my spread and continue doodling and doing things, which just draws out this whole process. And I love it.
Wow, thank you so much, Deandra.
You're
And
welcome.
Deandra mentioned the 7 elements. I just think maybe there are new people here to Soul Pages which don't know about the elements. So the 7 elements, I wrote about them in my book. And if you are interested to know about them more, I think there are a few like blogs in my site that you can read about them. But basically, this is the foundation of Soul Pages. So, and it's a really quick method to just start creating in a very short time. So thank you for mentioning it.
I love
Thank
your book. And your class was actually being able to watch you work helped me get further into your book. So I feel like it's a really great tandem experience.
Wow. Really, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I think we have Lorelei that was also, but I need to, oh, here I see you. Great.
Okay. I just wanted to say that the past 10 weeks of the Soul Circle have been truly magical for me. It has transformed the way that I think about things, my priorities, and the time I make for myself to be creative. And I'm so grateful to the Soul Pages community. They have done so much to encourage me in my visual journaling and my artwork. And I enjoy giving back to them and loving what they do and learning from them. And I want to thank Rekafet and Pam and Iris for teaching us how to be creative and to heal through our creativity and our art. It's been a really wonderful, wonderful experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorelei. Wow. Um, I think we also got Gina, but I'm not sure if she's here. Gina, you're here? I'm not sure. Maybe she's not here yet.
I am here. No, I am here. I'm
Yeah.
usually late. You're right. But
Yeah.
I'm not in the soul circle, but I'm in the mentoring.
Yeah, this is why I asked you. That's what I was going to say, that Gina is studying with me in the mentor course. So I thought it will also be interesting to hear from you about Soul Pages.
Okay, yes, Soul Pages. It's life changing. It's really so I'm in my second year, so I really must like it, right? I would say that yes, learning about the elements is amazing. I think that all the work that you do in the Soul Pages, you take out into your world, so it doesn't just stay on the paper. And the mentoring class is really meant for to help. I'm going to show you the spread I made, the very first spread I made in the class. And as you can see, there's a person walking. I feel like we have a guide throughout the course, and Rakafet shares all of her wisdom with us. And so we learn little by little to become our own guide. And then when we become our own guide, we can obviously guide others. So it's just a really rich course that covers so much material, all the elements. And each week the alchemy of how the elements, we mix them up and how they turn out just is life-changing. We learn how to converse with our inner parts and how to even get to know our inner parts. And so I can't recommend it enough. I think that it has great potential to make us into our own healers. And I think for women, we are so dedicated to our lives, our work, our children, our husbands, our homes, that it's just now that we're starting to sort of take care of ourselves. And so this is a really important time, because I think women are sort of the mainstay of society. And when we start healing ourselves, all of society is going to start healing. And so this is a very, very strong way of taking the first step into the adventure of getting really actually to know and love yourself. So I can't recommend it enough. It's an adventure you take with yourself. It's a gift you give yourself, and it's life-changing. And I'm very grateful, Rakafet, for your sharing all of this with us to help us grow as well.
Well, thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think we heard a lot until now, and I just want to conclude this part with saying that community, I think it's our main community of women. This is what this is what important to us, and we believe that creating together is really important as well. And this is why we are incorporating live Zooms but also recorded lessons, so some of you that are more busy can fit in. But the main thing is the community and sharing, and really I think it's amazing that women from all around the world will create together. Like, for me, it's really so important. So having said that, I think we'll go to the part of the creation of this
Oh, we have another raffle winner, though.
Wee.
Yay, Wendy.
Yay, Wendy.
Sorry, I just I asked if Wendy is here. Not here. Okay. Next time we'll say that if we are doing the raffle and you're not here, you're just losing the space.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's hope the third one is here. Anyway, I'm just setting up my camera and we are starting to do the background, and then we will go into a short meditation and coming back to me afterwards. So, okay, I just want to show you, this is the my journal, and this is the new one I just made for Morocco, because me and Iris, we are going to Morocco with a group of ladies next Thursday. So I'm super excited about it, and you probably see me sharing a lot of pictures from Morocco. So I'm going to do this spread here, and we are going to create our a tree of seasons. So the first thing to do is I just want us to make the background for the seasons. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a brush first, and just with my brush, I'm kind of marking the page in the middle, and also in this middle. So it's divided into 4 parts, as you can see. And I want us to start with the winter one, and I'm choosing blue for the winter. And I'm just walking very gently. I don't want too much color, because we are going to draw our tree later. So I'm just creating a very light kind of background. So this is the winter for me, and I think we called winter is a time of hibernation, and it's you have short days, and so this is why I have chosen blue. But if you feel winter for you is another color, then go for the color that you feel is right for winter. And I'm now moving on to spring, and for me spring is about growth, and everything start to flower, and so green is my color for the spring. But as I said, you can choose whatever color you want. Just make it light. We can make it a bit darker later. And I'll just give you a minute. I'm usually too fast, so I'll just wait for a minute. Okay, and after spring there is summer, and I don't know, summers in Israel are so hot. So I'm just going for the red. Red is kind of the color for me for hot. And I think also you should choose the color that really fits with your feelings. Like some people prefer one season to the other. So just choose the colors that you love the most for each season. And then for me, the last season is autumn. And I'm going for yellow. Yeah, so this is just the background, and when we finish it, just put it aside to get dry. And if you want to add anything, like I feel like adding now a little bit of orange here. And maybe a bit more green here. But that's really it. And let me know when you're ready to continue. Give me a sign. Yeah? Okay. So Pam, are you ready to start our meditation?
Yes, I can start our meditation now. So this is a little visualization, and typically what you've just experienced is how we often do our spreads. We'll often get the background started so it can dry, and then we move into our intention. This is part of the 7 layers, the elements that you've heard us refer to that Rakefet writes about in her book, Layers of Meaning. So for now, I just would invite you to relax and settle in. Maybe you had some, like heavy movement during the day, like had to get a bunch of stuff done so you could be here now. And so we just want to let you really be here and maybe notice the breath in your body. Give yourself a moment for 1 or 2 nice slow breaths. Feel your body in the chair. Feel those areas of deep pressure where the chair is supporting you. You feel your feet on the ground, noticing that. Perhaps noticing the temperature in the room. Is it warm? Is it cool? Can you tell a difference between where the clothes are on your body versus perhaps where your arms and your face are out? Does that temperature feel different? Just really being connected to where you are right now in this moment. And now I invite you to imagine that you are in a lush forest. It's beautiful, it's green, you feel safe in this place. You feel very protected, surrounded by these majestic trees. You feel a sense of connection, of this life flow between you and the energy of the trees, a sense of oneness in this beautiful forest. And imagine the sounds that you might be hearing in this forest, the sounds of wildlife and birds, maybe creaking of trees, the rustle of leaves. What are you hearing while you're in this beautiful forest? What are you smelling? Depends on what kind of trees you have. Maybe if it's a pine forest, you might be smelling pine. Every tree has many trees combined to create unique forest scents. What does it smell like to you? And what sensations are you experiencing? Just as we felt into the sensations of being in the room, in your chair, what are you experiencing in your sensations in this forest? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is the ground soft beneath you? As you're really allowing yourself to be in this forest, you notice a path ahead. So you start to walk down this path, just really relishing this time to be in this beautiful forest, following this mysterious path ahead. And you notice that the path leads to a large tree. And you look at this tree, you take in the wonder and majesty of this tree, and you notice at the base, there's a nook. And you think, wonder what is inside that nook. And just as you're even looking at that, you start to feel the chill of winter air. So you decide to go inside the nook of this tree for warmth and shelter. And you curl up inside this nook. You feel all cuddly and safe. And you notice inside the tree, there's a little sign that says, relax and watch the magic of winter. So as you look out from the nook in this space of warmth and shelter, you look out and you see outside, winter is appearing. You see that first snowflake and then another and then many others until there's this beautiful shower of sparkling snowflakes, gently landing on the ground in their silent beauty. You just marvel how wonderful it is that we have such a thing as snow with all those individual artistic flakes. And as you're drinking this in, you notice an animal scamper by. It sees you, and this animal comes to speak with you. This is a magic forest after all. And this animal is friendly and wise. And while this animal is talking to you, it acknowledges that during winter, we withdraw to restore ourselves and strengthen our inner resources. This is the way of nature. And it seems to know, this wise animal seems to know that you have been dealing with a lot. It hasn't been easy lately. And it knows that you have been concerned about a number of things. And it knows what these are. And the animal offers you words of assurance and affirmations. So take a note of what this animal is telling you. You can write it down or you can just remember, whatever helps you to stay present. And with these beautiful words of assurance and affirmation, the animal again offers you a gift to help remind you that during the cold and difficult times, you have within you the wisdom that you need, and that inner peace is as close as your breath. So, what is the gift that this animal gives to you? You thank your animal friend for this precious gift and for its words of assurance and affirmation. And you know it's time to tell your animal goodbye. Your heart is full and you feel your soul being restored. You bow your head in gratitude and know it is time to leave the nook in the tree. As you walk back through the forest, you hear the crunch of the snow and the leaves. And as you walk along this path to leave the forest, you notice something along the pathway you hadn't noticed before. There are seeds everywhere, all kinds of seeds. And you know these seeds are for all the remaining seasons of the year, each holding their own magical mystery and insight. And you think, I wonder what all the seeds of the seasons hold for me. And you continue to walk down the path. And gradually you return to where you began, in your room, in this chair. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Oh, thank you, Pam. Maybe we'll give them like a 1-2 minutes to write down whatever they got from So we'll just take like another 30 seconds to write down about the animal, the gift that you got, and maybe there was like a message. And we are going to start creating our tree of seasons. And in Soul Pages, one of the main things is that we kind of believe that every spread we create is in a way, it's a manifestation of our dreams. And when you are actually putting your dreams and your hopes on the paper, it's like the first step to make them true. So I'm going to start creating the tree, and I'm working with watercolor, brown watercolor, and I'm just making a rough kind of sketch of the tree, like in a way, just making the outline. And you can work also with pencils if you want to do the outline. So I'm just creating the branches here and adding maybe like side branches. Maybe there is one branch that goes here. And also here on the I'm adding a few roots. You can add roots if you want. But this is like my basic plan of the tree. And I'm starting to add a little bit of more depth to some places. And I think if you think about it, like what Pam brought us is kind of a shamanic meditation when we met an animal, and you can say that you met one of your power animals, and she gave you a present for this coming winter. And so in Soul Pages, we work a lot with shamanism and also other spiritual ways of looking at our soul. We are using, for example, we can use archetypes, and we can use voice dialogue. So there are all kinds of inner work techniques that we are using. I'm just adding and kind of highlighting some places in my tree, starting to build up the different parts of the tree. For me, a tree is one of the most strong symbols. And you can add all kinds of colors to your tree. It doesn't have to be only brown. It can be any colors that you want. And I'm not adding yet the flowers or the leaves, because we are going to go through all the seasons and actually add like leaves for the spring. And so this tree is going to look different in every season. And if we spoke about the elements, I can try to, when I'm walking, I can try to also speak a little bit about the elements. So the meditation is kind of the intention part, because it's our way to connect with our inner world. We did a background just before we started. And now we are starting with images. We are creating the tree. So already three elements that we went through. And we are not going into the elements in a very linear way. We are going back and forth between them. Okay, I think for me it's enough for now. And I'm continuing with looking for an image of my animal, the animal that I met. And we are going to work on, we start to work on the winter because we did a winter meditation. I'm just looking in my image stash, and you can see that I have so many photos from magazines, from all the books, all kinds of photos that I'm using as a way to I mean, I'm using images from as a collage in a collage kind of way. So I'm you can say that Soul Pages uses collage a lot, but if you love to paint your own images, it's totally great. Like if you just love to paint your animal and edit quickly. So I'm going to use this bird and add it to the spread. I'm just going to cut it quite quickly. So it's I think birds is one of, I mean, I love birds so much. And in Israel now we have birds that are traveling from other countries. So it's the best season to watch birds. Okay, yeah, so I'm on the winter part. And I'm also looking to glue the gift that I got from the bird. And I got nurture. I mean, the bird spoke with me about nurturing. So to allow myself to nurture myself. So I'm just looking for an image that in a way symbolize that. I think I found it. I found this really beautiful kind of nest, which for me symbolized nurture. So even though usually a nest with eggs is on the top, but it appeared in winter, so I'm just gluing it here. It doesn't have to make sense. And this Soul Pages process is not about beautiful, and it's not about creating like beautiful art. It's about creating meaningful pages that I can go back to and have insights. And I'm just looking if I want to add anything else to the winter scene. I think I will add the word that I got here. And today it's I'm not sure if we will have time to finish with many details everything, because it's kind of a shorter lesson. We only have 45 minutes for the creation parts, but I hope you will continue that later. And Pam spoke with us about the seeds that you saw on the way. And I think for me, the seeds are so important. Like what seeds I'm going to plant for the different seasons. I just feel like highlighting with a pen, like a permanent pen, some of the branches. And you can say that this is the line element, because line is the elements that connect everything and also highlight everything. So I just feel the need to highlight some of the roots with the marker. And what's important is that you don't have to do what I say. Like I can give you suggestions and offer maybe some prompts, but in the end, I think it's important that you do what you want to do. So if you feel like doing anything else now, just do it. So just let your hands decide where it wants to go, what you want to do. Okay, I think what I feel like doing now is making the winter background a bit more dark, just to symbolize the short nights, the short days. In some places in the world, it's really dark most of the day. I'm just adding a little bit more color to make everything a bit darker. Okay, and when you are ready, in your own time, just start to look for the seeds and just let it be spontaneous. What are the seeds for the springtime? Like, just look at other images that you got. And I have these wonderful flowers here that I want to add. I think it's really good that I have to cut out. It slows me down. And that's usually my problem, that I walk too fast, and that makes me a bit more slow. And I think the flowers of spring, for me, it's such a strong symbol of growth and expanding ourselves. I was born in springtime, like I was born in 1st of April. So for me, it's really like the season of change. So if winter was nurture and in a way kind of hibernation and getting energy, spring is really time for going out and starting new projects. So in a way, I'm planting the seed for that with this image. I'm just looking if I want to add anything else to the spring, maybe an animal. Yeah, maybe a butterfly. Butterfly can be great here. I think nature is so strong. It's such a strong influence on all of us. Like nature is really magical. And there are so many legends and archetypes that are connected to the changing of time and nature. And I'm also looking if I want to change or add a little bit more colors here. Like maybe I want to add, change them or add to the backgrounds, like different. little bit more shades of green here and there. And also I'm looking if I want to add a word. Like kind of plant a seed in with a word for the spring. And my word is journey. So text is is also one of the elements. And you see that in Soul Pages, there is always the text in the end. And sometimes there is more text, and sometimes you don't have to edit all text, but I think a text, a little bit of text help us to remember. And I can come back to my spreads, like even after a year or two, and look at them, and I know immediately what did I wanted to create, or what did I felt. Okay, and I think I will move on to the summer. And summer for me is a time of joy and vacation and really like resting. I'm looking for an image that conveys this. And for me, these children are really very nice symbol of the fun of summer. In summer we go, every summer we go, I mean, in my family, we go to Canada to visit my husband's parents. So it's also time for family and gathering and but also it's interesting to think of what you wish for yourself in summertime. Like, what are the seeds that you want to plant? I want to put those two girls maybe on the top of the tree, like they are kind of sitting on one branch. Yeah, let's add them here. And immediately it reminds me of childhood memory. I love to climb trees. So you see how this work also connects you to your unconscious, because it immediately work on right brain and connects to all kinds of memories. And I want to add also flowers of the tree, next to the tree, and leaves. So I'm just adding leaves and greenery. And of course, I didn't speak with you about colors, which is the basic one of like the most basic element. And it's everywhere. It's the colors of the different images and the color of the backgrounds. And we use color all the time in Soul Pages. And you can think also a lot about color meanings. So color usually is a lot about feelings and emotions. I want to add a little bit of like small flowers. I'm looking for a postcard that actually works. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one is working. So I'm just adding a little bit of dots to that will be like small flowers of the tree. Okay, we have only less than, yeah, we have another 10 minutes, so I can go on a little bit more on the summer one. And don't be stressed if you're still on winter and spring. I mean, you can go with your own pace, do whatever you want. This is also recorded, so you can go back to it later if you don't. And I also allow myself to paint with my postcards or with my other pens on the images and add my own to them. Like I can add my own marks, change the images a little bit, add like my own interpretation. Like here I am painting this flower, adding something. So we are not just gluing images, we are also adding ourselves to the spreads. And I think now I will move on to autumn, which I think is one of the seasons that when it comes, I always want to be in one of these places that has like beautiful fallouts, which we don't have here. So I'm always imagining like autumn to be full of red leaves on the, like carpet of red leaves, and really beautiful season. I think I will glue these mushrooms there. Autumn is also the season where everything starts, like our school year starts in September, and like lots of things starts in this season. So for me, it's kind of also a beginning kind of feeling to autumn. And especially after a hot summer, it's really very strong and refreshing season. I just realized I forgot to add a word for summer. And I don't really have a space here, but I want to add the word joy for summer. Maybe I can even add it on the tree. It doesn't have to be outside. So I'm adding joy here. And maybe I will paint a little bit of falling leaves. And I'm painting them in a kind of a heart shape. So it's making me think of love and how this season, for me, the seeds that I want to put here is love. Like expanding the way that I can feel and show love to others and accept love. So, and if you don't mind, I really, really appreciate and be happy if you write a little bit on the chat, like what are the words that you're adding to your spread? Because as I told you, I feel that we are in this community, we are really inspired by each other. I really want to, I will be happy to see what are the seeds that you are adding. And I'm looking for an orange kind of color for my leaves. And I think I'm already, I have to write my word. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm also adding this word on the tree, which is love. Sometimes when I want to highlight my words, I'm using a gel pen just to make my word pop out. And finally, when I came back to winter again, and this is actually now, winter is just started. And I look at what's going on here and I see if I want to add anything. I want to add the moon, which is a very strong symbol for me. And maybe add a few more stars. And I think for me, the moon and stars is like one of the most comforting symbols. Like just sitting at night and looking at the stars, it's something that gives me a lot. And I think I will just look now. We don't have a lot of time. I think maybe 2 more minutes or so, but I trust that you will all finish your Tree of Seasons after that and upload it to the Facebook group, because I really want to see your trees. I think it's like we created kind of a forest between us. So I would love to see everything that you will do. And it's kind of a vision board for us, for our next year. So if you have anything else that you want to add to it, any other words or seeds that come out to you, maybe we can, I can even add health here, which is really important. So just allow yourself to add any other seeds that you think about or that you saw in your visualization. Okay, and I think I will come back to you now. I really love what's going on here, and I can't wait to continue that. And I'm so enjoying looking what Pam is doing. And it's almost time to continue with the last part of our evening. I hope you enjoyed this kind of short demonstration. It was, I think, about an hour. Usually our lessons are around 2 hours. That was kind of a shortened one. But I can't wait to see what you did. Pam, you want to continue? You have to unmute yourself.
Yes, I am ready. I'm going to share the screen and then give me a minute to get it all set up. Okay. There we go. And everyone can see this? All right, wonderful. So I just wanted you to be aware of how to sign up for the Wheel of Time, which is our theme for Soul Circle 2023. If you go to soulpages.com, notice that soul-pages.com. That's the URL. And then you would mouse over where Soul Circle offers are, and you will see the Wheel of Time. So that's how you go to sign up. And now I want to move to the next slide. I'm sorry, I'm using a slide share that is different than I typically do. So like, how do I advance the slide? Do I hit a space bar or?
Try with the arrows.
Okay, down at the bottom. All right, thank you. I see those arrows. Thank you, Iris. So again, the early bird special until January 1st. So you still can get in on this early bird special. It's only $328 for the year, like we mentioned earlier, or you can just sign up for the winter season if you just sort of want to dip your toe in the water. And Iris, I know we talked about you doing the bonuses. I'm right here. Should I just go ahead and do it? There are some bonuses that now I know how to navigate in here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We are all learning at the same time. Look at this. I don't want to cover this up. I love this slide. Join us today. We have amazing bonuses. All right. And here's one of them. Actually, we were offering this mindfulness training for the first 30 that signed up for Soul Pages, but we just really appreciate that in the thick of the holiday season, you've taken out an hour and a half of your time to be with us today. So we really want to extend this to all of you who sign up today, that you can be part of this mindfulness training that I'm going to offer on Saturday, January 7th. And it's at what is that? Median time anyway, -6. So whatever that is for everybody, it's 10 a.m. for me. And this is actually just going to be mindfulness training. It's not going to be creating a visual journal spread. It will be mindfulness training, but we will include a couple of drawing practices that I use often to just help me, sometimes even on the go, like especially if life is getting you super anxious. There's different breathing techniques to certainly bring yourself into the present moment, but there's also a couple of drawing practices that we'll be teaching. So if you sign up today, you'll get this bonus. Yes, Rakefet?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this special bonus is only for today. And also, it's also if you just sign up for one season, as Sharon asked. So it's enough that you sign up for one season and you get it.
Yes, thank you. And then bonus number 2, we believe that Soul Circle can be a healing platform for every woman. And we would love if you could help us spread the word, because we're just really just new at this, right? As far as bringing this internationally. We've done it for about a year now. Rakefet and Iris have been doing this since forever in Israel, and it's been great. But we know the rest of the world needs this. So if you could help introduce a new friend to Soul Circle, you both get this amazing gift of some different ways to bind journals. And here we actually see this picture of the squash journal. It's a type of accordion journal that's really fun. Actually, a friend of mine just created one of these squash journals for her friend. She has another friend that's having a birthday, and she's filled it up with some very meaningful photos and images of their life together. It's beautiful. So there's so many different uses for the type of journals that you will get in this binding journal course. And yeah, so if your friend, you sign up for the year and your friend signs up for the year, you both get this amazing course. It's worth $129 at least, seriously. After you and your friend sign up, just send us a message by email and we will add the course to your profile. And then when you share our landing page, remember I showed you how to get to it. You go to soul-pages.com and navigate to Wheel of Time. So share that landing page with a few words. And this whole week of the Light Me Up bundle, the constellation, the guiding lights, distill the light, you get the whole bundle yours for free. So if you otherwise, like, this is going away. This is only going to last, I think, Rakefet, is it through the end of the year that they get access to this, and then it goes away. But if you want to keep these 3 lessons forever, all you have to do is a simple share.
No, the Light Me Up is until tomorrow. So
Until tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yikes. The clock is ticking. So you want to share this. And then you're invited to join our Facebook group.
And just look at all this amazing work. It's so beautiful.
I know. Like, don't you, like, I want to get my little pictures out of the way so you can see some of this inspiring art. Wow. I just want to stare and stare. Sometimes actually I do. That's the honest truth. Sometimes I just stare at these pictures. They're so beautiful. This early bird price is only good. That $320 for the year is only good until January 1, and then it goes up to the regular price. So I think
Yeah.
we're there.
I think we are ready for the last raffle, isn't it? And I hope somebody will be here to get it.
Here we
And
go.
Wow, I'm really excited to see who is the one to. Linda Fox. Is Linda Fox here? We have no luck with. Sorry, girls. But yes, Linda Fox won it. Okay, if any one of the ones that won it wouldn't want it, we'll do another one. Anyway, we have still a few minutes for questions. If you have any questions for about the Wheel of Time course. And also, if some of you wants to share a little bit from what you did, that's also, I'm happy to see what you did. But you have to unmute yourself if you want to.
I could go.
Yes, yes.
Hi. And I'll go, and then we'll have to get in my car and go to work. Hey, it's certainly not finished, but it's started. Let's see. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, we see. And I see your bunny already there.
Yeah, the bunny's already there. And then a little girl in the summer, some people walking in the rain for spring. And this is a napkin, and it just had a lot of fall things on it. So I have a lot of ideas yet to put in it. And it's so nice to see all of you. And thank you so much, and have a great holiday. And I'll post more.
Thank you, Debbie. So nice to see you.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, I better leave. Okay.
Anyone else wants to show us? I see Margie, you want 1 minute.
I can share here.
Yes.
Well, I'll start down here. I'm getting ready for my 6 kids and there's my 7 grandchildren for coming for Christmas. And the word was solace, and I needed tenderness. And so I was given a bed of cedar to just lie in. And I have to remember to care for my inner doe too, not just the little darlings that are coming. So that was really a good message for me. And then in In the spring, it was emergence. It's when the plants begin to emerge from the ground and we dig our hands in the soil and there's birds chirping and I love that. And the summer for me is going to my cottage. I see the moon and the big sky area and the water and go out in the boat. And I got this cottage when an eagle flew over my head. And there was everything wrong about the cottage. It was too small. And I thought, how are all my kids going to fit in this? But they've all built bunkies around it. And it's just a perfect environment. And it's where I sit and rock and watch the water. And then I haven't got very far with the autumn. But to me, it's about the bursting of seeds and the giving of fruit. And I'll probably put maybe some canning in here because in the autumn, I start my canning. And so that'll probably be there.
Wow, so amazing to see that. Thank you for your share, Margie.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Anyone else would like to share?
Rakefet, someone wanted to know if they can pay monthly or if they have to pay for the full year.
I think it's a monthly, it's not really possible because it's a special price for annually paying. But they can buy the different seasons, like they can pay by season. Someone else wants to share? or
Linda.
ask
Linda
questions?
has a hand raised.
Linda? Can you speak for a minute so I can find you? Linda, okay, yes, now I see you. Yes, so Linda, can you talk? You can unmute yourself. I don't think she hears me, by the way. Anyone else wants to share or talk?
Natalie.
I can do it. Yeah. I really like this. The winter fox. This is my spread right
Wow.
here.
Mm.
And the winter fox brings independence, cleverness, and intuition. And I found a little fox. Cute. The mushroom in spring, the mushrooms bring seeds of transformation, good health, and fertility.
Beautiful.
The summer whale brings, that's my whale. I identify with the whale a lot. I like that. Empathy, unbridled creativity, compassion, and solitude, and freeing of own creative energy.
Beautiful. I love how you kind of gather all the animals together too.
Yeah,
It's really
and the owl. And the owl brings wisdom, independent thinking, and observant listening.
Beautiful. I really love
Thank
to
you.
look at your tree of seasons. Thank you, Natalie. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Anyone else wants to share? Yes, Kate.
I'm very inspired. I just want to say I'm very inspired by everybody since it's my first time jumping in. And I think mine's a little, I'm going to junk it up later. I always add poetry to whatever I do. So I didn't finish summer, but I did,
Wow.
I added something from my daughter. She did this when she was a kid. She drew this. I've always wanted to put it in my art journal. So he's just been hanging out. And some of the words that came to me were balanced and like renewal, the seasons, relax. So I'll end up probably doing some white pen work later and adding some poetry, not my own poetry, but some poetry on it. So it's by the time I finish and post it on Instagram, it'll be really junky.
That's
So,
beautiful, and I love
Thank
that you added your daughter's painting. So
yeah. She's gonna hate it though, because she's a grown-up now and I kept this for years. Just been hanging out in my little art folder.
beautiful. I love that you added it. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Anyone else? Okay. In that case,
Hello,
yes, who is it?
this is Ana Larios.
Hi,
I
Anna.
would
We
like
can
to
see
show
you.
my.
Yeah, but you have to open
Yes,
your
I will.
camera.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Hi, Anna.
There we
Nice
go.
to meet
Hello.
you. Hi. Where are you from, Anna? Oh, is she disappeared? Oh, I think Anna is stuck maybe.
Lydia wanted to share as well.
What? Lydia?
Lydia, uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead, Lydia. Maybe Anna will come back later. But
Okay.
you oh, hi, Lydia.
Hi. Nice to see you.
You too.
Mine is a big mess right now. It's not finished. But I thought I was hoping Debbie was still going to be here because I used a rabbit too for the winter. I haven't put my words in yet. But I've, got the flowers over here for the spring. And I found these little birds to add and some leaves for the summer and then the autumn leaves. I thought gratitude will probably be my word over here and probably shelter for the winter. So I still have a lot to do on it. It's still wet and I can't really write on it yet. But
I'm waiting to see that when it's finished. And I love the repeating symbols, and this is so collective unconscious when we have symbols from like jumping on between people.
right. I always enjoy that.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you.
Is Anna back with us?
Yeah, hello.
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
back.
Great. Oh, great.
Yeah, thank you. It hadn't failed the whole meeting, but now when I wanted to show it. Okay, so here it is.
Wow. Nice.
So I drew my own flowers. Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't started on the autumn part yet. So these are some flowers and I put the word grow for spring, since my family, my daughters, my 2 daughters and my partner. And then the squirrel was the one who showed up in the meditation. And well, the drawing, it's from a book and it's like very simple, right? Like kind of for kids drawing. And then the summer I did the flowers there, if you can see, and some leaves on the tree.
Wow, such beautiful doodling.
Yeah, I was trying to find images, but yeah, I just cut up because I always have like paper with different textures of watercolor or acrylic. So that's how I cut up the flowers.
Great.
Yeah.
It's really, they almost look like jewels on the tree. Beautiful.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you, Rakabet.
Thank you, Anna. So beautiful to see your work. Okay, is there anyone else that wants to share? So anyway, we had a blast being with you tonight and meeting with you just before all your holidays. And I wish you, I want all of you with us on next year adventure. I hope you all sign up. And I wish you all a great holidays in Christmas and New Year's. And follow us in the group. We'll share some Morocco pictures. And yes, there will be, I mean, this meeting is already on your Facebook group. We streamed it directly, and it also be part of the Light Me Up bundle. So if you share our course and help us to get to every part of the world, you'll get it immediately. So thank you, and it was so amazing to meet all of you. And bye. Thank you.
Thank
Pam.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Rakafet, Pam, Iris.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Yes. Happy holidays.